Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel T-Spot. In this video, Outlander's back, not only with a brand new episode, but also a horrible new opening song. Honestly, it was like listening to fingernails on a chalkboard. This was the worst version of the opening song in all of Outlander period. Thank God the episode did not directly start with that. It started with the image we saw 1,000 times in the teasers and trailers for this season. Claire on the gallows, drawing her last S. Since this scene doesn't exist in any of the Outlander books, we knew it was a red herring. But for some reason, we thought it would be Claire's nightmare, not Jamie's. And it has been a while since we saw Jamie having opening narration lines. It was a pleasant surprise indeed. Claire's still in jail, and we are introduced to a few women we will probably never see again. Sandy and her obsession with getting gin down her throat were entertaining to watch. Jamie and Ian arrived at the jail, but was Claire there? Of course not. Why would she be? Apparently, she is the only healer in the entire Outlander universe, and Governor Martin's wife needs her as a midwife. When she reaches the ship, Claire realizes she is pretty famous, not as a surgeon, what a bummer, but as a notorious murderess. She tries to prove her innocence, but who would believe her? Certainly not 18th century misogynists who believe any woman is a witch. Anyway, Jamie learns that Claire is on the ship and attempts to save her by simply talking to the governor. Come on, Jamie, you should be wise enough to know that your devilish charm won't work on the governor. Of course he wants something in return. He wants 200 men to fight for the crown. The governor is that desperate. Here an unlikely hero comes in and wants to save Claire. The old Tom Christie, a man we're never sure about, like is he a bad guy or a good guy? Since he called Claire a witch maybe 10 times, we assumed he was a bad man. But this episode paved redemption for him. Honestly, his scenes, especially his talk with Claire at the end of the episode, felt so out of the blue. When did this guy fall in love with Claire? Did we miss something? Perhaps in the last episode of Season 6, when Jamie saw how Tom looked at Claire, he realized Tom was in love with her. But still, there was no build-up to this scene. Still, it was romantic as hell. We know Jamie speaks quite romantically occasionally, but what Tom said really beats most of Jamie's lines. I have yearned always for love given and returned. I've spent my life in the attempt to give my love to those who are not worthy of it. Allow me this to give my life for the sake of one who is. What more can we say? Claire is saved and can lead the ship. But you know damn well Tom is not dead. They didn't show us the body yet. Maybe his execution will be in episode 2. The same goes for Richard Brown. Jamie went to his room and proved that he could be a violent man as much as he was a good man. But they didn't actually show him killing Richard Brown. What was the point of that? Why not show what you already started? We're guessing he either did that to scare Brown off, or we'll see the rest in the next week's episode. Geez, we tried to put this off as much as possible, but we do have to talk about Roger and Brianna. It has been 4 seasons since this couple started on the show. But are we the only ones who still get the ick when they are on the screen? They have no chemistry whatsoever and always have the stupidest dialogues. The issue about Wendigo Donner like. Why would Bree not want Roger to help Wendigo? We know he didn't help Claire at the end of Season 5, but can't she see the bigger picture? This man came from the future to save his nation from the horrifying fate that will befall them. He lost his companions, one of whom became a ghost for God's sake. And as Roger said, if Wendigo had helped Claire, Lionel Brown's men would have surely killed him. We are usually too harsh on the bystanders, but Wendigo didn't have much to do, and Roger said he would help him by praying for him. How insulting was that? Let's move on from this storyline as quickly as possible. Tom Christie confessed to Malva's murder and sacrificed himself to save Claire. But do we really believe he did it? Yes, the guy thought both his wife and Malva were witches. We admit Malva was a little crazy, and she did try to poison both Claire and Tom in the previous season as she wanted to get Jamie. But the Tom Christie we saw in this episode is not the man who could have killed a young pregnant woman. The killer is definitely someone else. We hope to learn who it is in episode 2. That's it. Episode 1 was a good start to the new season. A long, dark, but promising episode. We will be uploading another video about our theories for the second episode. Until then, leave your comments below. Did you enjoy this episode? What did you think about Tom's transformation? Let us know what you think in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you for watching. See you soon.